I think this is part 3. We just hit $258. People chased it up to the high, and it's come down here. I gave our traders early in the last tape and the tape before a bid at 250, 250. It will remain the same, and I'll come back. Just remember, if you don't know how to trade after hours, don't put the risk on yourself and get caught like they did up there. Resume the tape, which we have, and we're just kind of updating you. We were at almost right over here at 258. I've given people a chance to try to get down here as we let it all clear out. And we're just showing you how after hours is traded, Brian Plain. And that this is a wonderful tape for the fact that this can help the public out so they don't get caught up there at $265. And so we're going to be looking for a late day entry. And I'll resume the tape. And I just want people to be advised that the good thing about it is that people that are new to after hours trading, lots of volatility, lots of different kinds of gimmicks can happen in after hours, and you really have to be trained to try to be in this kind of market in after hours. SMF Pro Trading School does address that, and basically we kind of run our students in the beginning over a couple of quarters in some of these types of trades where they learn from it, where they can learn to maneuver in it. And we don't throw them out there in the shark bait of that risk. Too much risk. One of the things that we're teaching people is that every time that it starts to go up, we're seeing and evaluating how many people could be selling into the news. Okay? Yes, you got a great deal of people chasing it, but how many people are selling into that news? We could see here that it pops up, and we want to see if more profit takers are moving in or not. Here's another update. Like I said, is that we're watching and studying how the sellers sell into the news. SMF Pro traders are going to get a chance. We had some short sellers on the equity now, but they're been around a long time. They know what they're doing. They know how to maneuver this after hours. New people are learning what it's about, how earnings work, what after hours trading is about, how to maneuver in it, what the actual risks are involved in chasing some of this stuff up, which if you don't believe me, I'll show you right here. Right here. They chased it all the way up there. Now look, this is what I'm talking about, people. Here. They chased it to that high. Now look. And someone's holding the bag for now. Here. You want to see the price? It was right up there. $264 down so far to here. Okay? And here is the prints. Right here. And you can see them. And the thing about it is, every time that you think that you could get in, they've been dropping it lower. And once again, we're keeping people out of that because it hasn't leveled off. And it's 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. So people that chase the move right here, up here, thinking they were going to keep going higher, well, look at them. They're down a couple dollars from the entry. And that's where you can get into some chaotic stuff. And you don't need that. We'll let it figure out what it wants to do, and there's always tomorrow morning. Okay? We told people 257.50 is where it would come, and that's when it was up here, and that's $2.50 down. And this is the long way down toward this part. So when you're doing the level 2 and after hours in this high moving market, is what you're looking for is on the print is this side is not being printed on in after hours. And so if you look at the bid, and that's this right here, You don't want to see where the prints are going off, people? See that? You want to see people cutting in front of the lower bid that's not being sold. People getting in front, feeling that this is a good buy here. And basically that's how that works. So watch your level 2 prints and make sure they're not continuously printing through and selling off over here. Okay? And we want, see, there you go. You want to see that change just like you are right now. And I'm showing you this now. Okay? Just so you know, and I'll pause the tape for a moment. But this is how you want to interpretate this bid and ask. The bid over here. They don't sell that bid, and they are. So people are getting their way, aren't they? You want to see this side of the market. You want to see them chase that side. Okay, so basically trying to teach the traders here is where the seller dried up. They got entries down here. The high was 264 and some change. And they're way below the market here. And what they're learning in this level 2 is that they quit selling on the bid and they start buying up. And people start to chase the move that would take them higher. Okay? And they waited all the way down here and got hit right in here. And that's basically to see where we need to see them chasing it back up. And we're waiting on it. And I'm focusing on the bid and the ask, and that this side of the tape they don't sell over here, okay? And that somebody else wants to jump in front of them there, and then they say, oh, well, here, let me buy this side. So these people have to get their way for that move, like you're seeing right now. This is what I'm talking about. See, they tighten it up, 69s. You watch the ask get bought. See. You wait for this side of the market to get bought, and we'll let this thing go up. And this is how the SMF pro traders in the pro trading school got hit down here. And this is what I'm teaching them in after hours with this level 2, is that this side of the market, they're going to buy this side of the market. This side no longer getting their way as it did all the way down from the tops over here, all the way down. And this is what I'm talking about. Let me show you. Is that all the way down here, they never went through that. And because of listening to me and teaching them the right way, is that everybody kept going all the way down. And basically right now, it's working just like I said it would. How do you like that? And that means that this side here doesn't get printed on. Okay? And people feel that they're being left out. And they'll cross over here. That's what we're looking at in the tape here, in the bid and the ask in after hours, where they want to bid this up now. Once again, we're teaching people that once the sellers got sold down is where people feel the need to get back in to try to walk the equity higher using this level 2 in here, 26 by 35. And you want to see this side of the print get bought, see? You want to see how you see that going off on the ask. And see, now you're moving higher. And this is what I'm talking about. I was showing you that $1.45 ago off of the bottom. Look at here. Now, it's still got to keep going that way. I got to get in. I got to get in. They say, I just got to get in. That's what we want to see on the bid and ask right here. This side of the market gets its way. This side gives up and buys this side and runs it higher. That's what we're doing here.